response coming from the Republican side.
But after the speech, when all the relationship building happens, you often read in the press that there's not enough of that bridge building that happens outside of the speech. There's not enough of that happens outside of working hours, at least under President Obama's presidency. How would you do that differently?
Well, this is just a hypothetical question.
Sure, it is, of course. I know that. I've got a series of hypothetical questions.
Look, I think that, the president has been very successful. And certainly his first term, where he had a Democratic majority in both houses, was the high point of his legislative agenda. And that is often the case. That's true for many presidents, because by the middle of your second term, particularly what we call the midterm, which we just had in 2014, the historical precedent is that you will lose seats. So that happens to everybody. And it doesn't really matter how much time you've spent or how much socializing you've done. It's just, the antsiness starts up in our political system. People say, okay, you've been around for 6 years, I'm going to try something different, or, I'm getting ready to see a change. And there's just that built up interest in moving into the future. But I thought the president did a really good job in laying out some large areas. Like, if you were a Republican and you were to say, okay, I like the idea of people being able to attend and complete community college, which is one of our great inventions of higher education in America. But I'm not sold on paying for all of it. But maybe we can talk about increasing aid in some way and providing more support for families. One of the big problems at community colleges is that most of the students are older. There's a lot of single parents. They have no place to leave their kids, and they stop going to school because they have no way to get their kids taken care of. So let's see if there's some way we can meet to try to deal with the problem, even though we won't go all the way. And I don't know whether that's going to be possible or not, but I think that certainly the door is open for those kinds of negotiations. And those are business transactions. Somebody comes and says, here's what I need, and the other side says, I can't live with that, but here's what I need. And that's what we need to get back to doing, the art of compromise in our politics, rather than people staking out ideological positions. And I think that there was plenty for people to work with in the president's speech last night.